the whirlwind continues at a level, at a breakneck speed I never even thought remotely possible. Absolutely, positively, never thought this remotely possible. I had an idea of what Trump would do. I had an idea. There is so much going on. Bobby Kennedy today, I've got so many stories for you, so much for you to review, and so much for us to be so incredibly thankful for. It's incredible. Absolutely, positively, beyond incredible. Like I've never thought even remotely possible. So, my friends, we're going to be talking about that. Let me remind you again on the 22nd of February in the city of New York and the county of Manhattan. I am going to be at the Cutting Room. Tickets available. All this information is there for you. And I thank you for considering this, because this is kind of like our victory lap. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about what's going on, the latest goings on, Bobby Kennedy and others, and also how there are other people who are talking about other aspects of the world that the majority of people don't understand. Think of yourself in a particular fishbowl. Think of yourself in a particular fishbowl, thinking particular things at any given time. And your fishbowl may not comply or comport with others. Does that make any sense to you? I think it does. So sit back, get ready. I've got a lot for you. But first, my friends, this. We've been told our whole lives that wrinkle creams were the easiest way to look younger. Now, one doctor says that's nothing but old news. According to Dr. John Lakey, the world-renowned Beverly Hills beauty expert, most wrinkle fixes on the market are nothing but glorified moisturizers. He says they hardly make a dent on your appearance, and some can even be harmful to your skin. Now, recently, Dr. Lakey has focused his attention away from mainstream cosmetic practices. Why? So he can pursue a revolutionary anti-aging breakthrough, one that some experts say could empty the wallets of the cosmetic industry. He says it's almost like Photoshop for your face. You may even be mad after seeing how easy it is to visibly erase your wrinkles from view. His personal clients have dubbed his new do-it-yourself technique the age rewinder method, because it can take years or even decades off your appearance in under 2 minutes. In light of this amazing breakthrough, Dr. Lakey has released a step-by-step video to the public, free and uninterrupted, where he outlines exactly how to use this simple solution from home. He says if this helps even one person look younger or feel more confident, I'll be thrilled knowing it helped. Now, the video has since gone viral. At first, it was shared by users on Facebook, but since then, it's racked up over 2,300,000 views and counting. So far, the comments and feedback have been outstanding, with thousands of women reporting they look decades younger. One viewer even commented, quote, "Best results of anything I've used. I can't believe how well this works. I've never stopped using this. I don't understand how it works, but the results are great. Thank you." Now, so you can find out more about this yourself right now. Go to bhmd1.com/Lionel or click on the link in the description below. That's bhmd1.com/Lionel. Now, there is one thing Dr. Lakey asks from his viewers. If watching this video helps you look and feel younger than you have in years, then please, he says, share this video with your friends and loved ones. Together, we have the power to help as many women reclaim a youthful look as possible. Go watch the video at bhmd1.com/Lionel right now, or just click on the link in the description box below. A couple of stories here, which I think are so important and so critical. And they kind of give you an idea of what's happening and what to be on the lookout for. Because if there is no major perp walk, I don't know when there ever would be. It's the most incredible thing in the world. Let's go through this, shall we? In a story today, which I found fascinating, Mayor Eric Adams, who was, of course, a New York mayor. Now, this was the guy who was the original leftist jadrul. He was the dyed-in-the-wool, Democratic, liberal, usual suspect, whatever Biden said, whatever anybody said. And then he got his ass in a sling, and He was indicted for some of the stupidest charges. And today, three of the prosecutors who were ordered to prosecute Eric Adams, these are with the Southern District for the of New York, they were going to be bounced anyway. This one Sassoon was an interim U.S. attorney, and most probably guaranteed everybody gives their notice of resignation and then they're replaced. So what she did was, I guess, to take the high ground and to maintain some kind of a bona fides with the rest of the white shoe firmly, she says, I'm going to step down because for you to suggest that I have to drop this is ridiculous. So I'm going to leave. And three other people left. So anyway, what that means is she's got something lined up. She's going to go into private practice, make a gazillion. And it's all theatrical and it seems great. Like, I'm standing my ground. Okay, whatever. You were going to leave anyway. And I don't like Eric Adams at all. But what they're doing to him is absolute such chicken shit. It's not even remote. I mean, it's ridiculous. Absolutely, positively, the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Anyway, doesn't matter. So anyway, so now he's Trump's best friend. He may be a Republican. Trump is going to order that the charges be dropped against him. He's doing everything in his power. In fact, rumor has it that the reason why he was originally nabbed, I don't know if this is true, was that on his way to D.C., he was going to meet and complain about the sanctuary cities and the problems that he had to deal with. Well, they didn't like that. So they said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to teach you a lesson. And they indicted him. That's the official story. I don't think that was it. It's a combination of that and chicken shit and mean-spirited. But the good news is that Eric Adams, this blew my mind, has announced plans to reopen an ICE office at Rikers Island here in New York, following a meeting with Trump border czar Tom Homan. Holy shit. And the move signals a major policy shift as the city struggles with serious illegal aliens, crime, you name it. It is one of the most incredible events ever. Nobody can believe this. I mean, we can't believe what Trump is doing. And I got to say something on this, just as an aside. I was listening to, it was a very good piece between Max Blumenthal and our good friend Judge Napolitano about Palestine, and they're so correct, but nobody's listening. And they played this clip. Jesse Waters is mentally retarded. Jesse Waters on Fox, I am convinced, suffers from the same mental categorization of somebody who is mentally retarded. He is an idiot at levels never even thought possible. He is so stupid. He gives colors to stupidity. It's lyrical, his stupidity. It's like nothing anybody's ever even seen before. I never even thought it was that possible. I never thought it was possible from anybody. But that being said, and maybe if you can help me with this, and this does not mean I agree with this, but right now, America is so thrilled with President Trump. Nobody is worrying about Jordan, MBS, Palestine, Gaza, Iran. Americans have been hearing this for so long, they consider it to be more bullshit. Not that it's bullshit, not that it's not real, but let me see if I can explain this. Americans are so happy after the 4 years plus that we've had to endure with Joe Biden. After that amount of time, It is absolutely 100. It is so horrible. And while these people make complete and total sense, and I agree with them, you're wasting your time if you think President Trump is going to, for whatever reason, right or wrong, it's like you're saying, he's crazy. He's embarrassing Jordan. He's embarrassing. Nobody gives a shit. Now, that's a political review of this. That's not to say it's right. That's not to say that that makes sense. But if anybody thinks that what do you want President Trump to do? That's the hell with it. No. I mean, do you think somebody's going to say, no, Israel, you're committing genocide. You're committing genocide. You're committing ethnic cleansing. Get out. Do you think that's going to happen? I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. Let me ask you just a question. Politically, there are people who they say they start to go, it's wrong. You're right. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. What they're doing to the Palestinians is beyond horrible. What do you think is going to happen? What would you advise President Trump? What? First, there's 90 million things to do right here. Nobody here that I know of, nobody, and they should be, but nobody is saying, but make sure you get top of your list, fix the Gaza thing. Nobody is saying that. Nobody. You hear what I'm saying? Nobody is saying that. They should, but they're not. Look at what's going on right now. The tariffs. You don't understand. Americans love this. This is not being able to read the room. It never ceases to amaze me. Do you think he's going to do it? Do you think he is going to change his mind? Do you think so? James Britton, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you so much. Do you think he's going to, what do you think he's going to do? And again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying this. But anyway, so here's Eric Adams. He's going to basically reopen an ICE office at Rikers Island following a meeting with Tom Homan. And the move basically signals to the rest of the world, I'm with you. I am with you. There's a new sheriff in town, me. I look like the old sheriff, but it's me. And I'm telling you right now that we are going to cooperate with the federal government. Thank God. Thank you for this. We're going to be doing it. Thank you. Thank you for dropping the charges. I'll do whatever you want. I'm yours. That's the way that is. New York has never, well, should say it looked better in the old days, but there are these hotels that were just teeming with these people that look like, dear God, who are these people? That's right, you heard me. What are they doing here? They're gone. They're gone. Now, in this story, I know many of you are upset about this, and I didn't want to start off with this. I wanted to kind of soft soap it, but sources are saying right now that Kanye West and Bianca Censori are revealing that their 2-year marriage has come to an end. But Censori reportedly having had enough of this shit. Now, the breakup comes amid mounting public scrutiny over their controversial fashion clothes and her nudity and his unpredictable behavior. Well, with the Hitler memorabilia and the like, insiders say, by the way, Censori felt controlled and isolated, leading her to walk around nude and walk away from the relationship. I find that absolutely one of the funniest stories ever. Kanye West, every week he's Genghis Khan. Okay, there you go. He's just spewing stuff like you can't believe. Now, here's a story which I heard today, which I loved. I loved more than anything. I love this story, and there were so many good stories, so many great ones. J.P. Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon. Imagine being a grown man named Jamie Farr, Hang on a minute. Warren Ocasio says, Warren says, I will never forget, the senior senator from New York, warning Trump not to mess with the intelligence agencies. Today, the same senator looks to be in despair, extremely worried about something. Absolutely himself in the crosshairs, you're right, from another group of people. Chuck Schumer Now they're saying that Chuck Schumer is marrying a man. Another one of those. Another one of these things. By the way, 2 stories. Keep in mind. Remember, you heard him here first. Number 1, Jack Schlossberg. This is the Caroline Kennedy's John Jr., John, doppelganger son, pain in the ass. He's tweaking. He's out there. Keep an eye on him. And also, remember this, George Stephanopoulos. That's all I'm going to say. There's a new world coming. New revelations, new everything. A new people that are, there's just a new everything in town. Every just new. And let me ask you, do you know one of the reasons why, how many of those rat bastard Kennedys, by the way, we'll talk about Bobby in a moment, but those rat bastards who didn't like Bobby Kennedy, how many of those bastards were involved in USAID taking money for the family? How many of them for all those years basically kissed the ass of whatever anybody told them, up to and including looking the other way when it came to their father and their uncle? How many of these impuissant, feckless, effete, spineless, these invertebrates, how many of them do you think were on the USAID payroll all those years? And now we know what they're all about. Think about that. But anyway, so Jamie Dimon didn't hold back when he was addressing employee backlash over his, quote, return to the office mandate. Imagine that. Return. At a heated town hall meeting, Sir Dimon dismissed a petition signed by nearly 1,300 workers and made it very clear he has no interest in negotiating hybrid work arrangements. This man told his staff, if you don't like it, leave. Show up or find another job. And these youngsters are saying, no, this is not a blend of work and life and what we learned from the, you don't understand. During COVID, during COVID, you learned what? No, we just learned either you show up or you're through. I don't understand. I just don't understand these people. I don't understand any of them at all. You would think somebody would say, I'm going to get the chance. I'm working in New York, which is very, very, this finance is just, oh my God. There was a time years ago, maybe not now, but there was a time when you worked at a office building, you saw 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever it was, when I was leaving this one radio station at the time. But there are all these cars, and then they were taking the workers home. These are young people who worked, they worked almost 24 hours a day in investment banking and doing all this stuff. And it was notoriously brutal. And that's what people were expected to tolerate and to suck up, because you wanted to be on Wall Street and, enjoy the benefits and all that other kind of stuff. But today is like, no, we want to sit around in our PJs and our scuffies, and we want to watch TV and Netflix, and we want to watch TV, maybe get some DoorDash or something, or some Uber Eats, do some edibles, pet the pet ferret. I hate these people. So I love it. He basically said, you are on your way. Get the out of here. Next story. Illegal crossings at the southern border have dropped to historic lows, ladies and gentlemen, following President Trump's aggressive, monumentally aggressive, and affirmative enforcement policies. Officials say the decline could put crossings at levels not seen in 60 years, which of course is a sharp contrast to the surges seen under the previous administration. President Trump's border measures include rapid deportations, tightened asylum rules, effective and brutal enforcement, and they're proving effective in restoring control. It's the most incredible thing anybody's ever seen. I mean, do you understand? Do you see that? It's incredible. President Trump also has signed a bold, strong new executive order implementing reciprocal tariffs against countries, I think this is interesting, that impose unfair taxes on American goods. Anybody got a problem with that? Anybody got a problem with that? Anybody? Do you have a problem with that? Would you have a problem with that? Reciprocal, anybody? I know these people who hate Trump, and you know them too. There's one in particular. And I know this fool who basically just hates every single thing that Trump does. Everything. And when whatever it is, lower border crossings, the tariffs, she just hates Trump. How does this work? I mean, how does it work on their part? The policy we're talking about aims to level the playing field by countering, value-added taxes that disadvantage U.S. exports. So President Trump says this move will bring jobs back to America and force foreign governments to negotiate fairer trade terms. Now, Elon Musk has said in the past, period of time, that he has seen things that are so monumentally Social Security with paper inside a mountain? What are we talking? What? There could be Social Security could be the biggest source of theft of them all. We're talking ultimately, he could be looking at trillions of dollars. Trillions. I mean, or just I don't know if anybody can even grab that. It's incredible. But the good news is today, Bobby Kennedy Jr. has officially been named the Secretary of Health and Human Services. How happy were you today when you saw that? How elated were you? Marking this key victory for Trump's Make America Healthy Again initiative. How happy were you? The confirmation came despite fierce opposition from that rat bastard, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. Well, Majority Leader, I should say, who sided with Democrats against Trump's pick. Bobby Kennedy Jr. has vowed to bring transparency and reform, and I hope to God people understand what his family did. And that stupid Caroline Kennedy with that stupid look in that face and this stupid everything and all of those people, Carrie Kennedy. What is with this family and this spasmodic dysphonia? What the hell's going on here? I've known him all my life and he's a predator. Shut the up. How much do you want to bet? How much did you get from USAID, honey? You miserable. What did the Kennedys ever do? Nothing. You're living in some kind of a dream. You think that we care. Nobody knows who you are. What difference does it make? Well, Bobby Kennedy is in. And it's the greatest thing ever. And it's wonderful. And I love it. Kash Patel next. How do you think Matt Gaetz is feeling? How do you think, Matt Gaetz, huh? What do you think about Matt Gaetz? Think about this. Everybody's getting in. How bad could I have been? Oh, you were bad. No, but really, how bad? Oh, you were bad. You got to wonder, what is he? I mean, he's doing cameos and it's just something I think about. And then President Trump has announced plans to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping and President Vladimir Putin to discuss key issues, important issues, critical issues, global issues. And President Trump insists there is no reason for a new nuclear arms race, emphasizing that diplomacy should prevail over global escalation. God, do we need this? And the move signals his commitment to reestablishing America's leadership. Meanwhile, what did Biden do? Nothing. Remember this. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. And by the way, back to Bobby. Now that he's in charge, here's some things you should be looking for, which is very, very important. Critical things to be looking for. You should be looking for specifically a couple of things. Number one, what he's going to do deliberately with and what he's going to be doing with big pharma in particular. It's going to be one of the biggest deals ever. And it's not just what you think. It's not necessarily just the whole vaccine world, but that in and of itself. Crypto Domini says, Big Dick Daniel here with the flow auto mourn is planned. Obsolescence is auto helplessness. Indeed, sir. Thank you for that. It's very good. I like that. I want to talk a minute about what our friends are going to be doing and what this means, what it means for Bobby Kennedy, and what it means especially. This is the biggest stuff ever. Because Big Pharma has had a stranglehold over this country forever. The influence, vaccine transparency, public health reforms, leadership that could fundamentally change federal health policy away from corporate control. I can't wait. What about this one? Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth has praised President Trump's diplomatic efforts in bringing both Vladimir Putin and Zelensky to the negotiating table. He called Trump's strategy a testament to true leadership, citing his ability to secure discussions between the two leaders. Hegseth is no fool. He also criticized those who advocate for endless war, asking, what is your idea? Endless trench warfare? I think not. I think not. I don't know if people can recognize how important things are that are going on at every angle there is. I found this fascinating. Former Trump Intel official Rick Grenell has revealed that the Kennedy Center was on the verge of financial collapse. Did you know that? Did you know that? According to insider reports, the once prestigious institution has no cash reserve and is drowning in debt. Years of mismanagement and a shift towards radical programming have left the Kennedy Center on the brink of disaster. How do you like that? And Doge, oh, God. Doge has officially entered the IRS headquarters, and they are going ape shit. They're going bananas. They've gone into the IRS. They are tasked and they are marshaled and they are deputized with rooting out corruption and wasteful spending. And the Doge team is already conducting audits of questionable financial practices, auditing the IRS. Oh my God. As President Trump's government overhaul gains momentum, many in the DC world are freaking out because they know that their days of unchecked power are coming to an end. These are the reasons for you and I to be happier than anything we thought possible. Am I the only one who feels this way? Of course not. I did a piece before and I asked you to watch it. It's on this $10 million that was done on transgender animal studies. Oh, you get a big kick out of that. And then later on tonight at about 9-ish, I've got a great investment piece with my good friend Bob Cudler that drops. That's what the kids call it. They drop at 9 a.m. about what is the world of investing and money meaning with Trump in power. I don't even know where to. I don't even know where to continue. I really, honest to God, I do not. Today has been. I feel as though I'm just going from one story to the next, from one to the next, from one to the next. It's just incredible. It's the most incredible. I knew this man would be great, but never this great. Let me also tell you, he may not be doing everything there is. I know there are people that are very hypercritical regarding him in Israel. I understand this. I understand. And I agree. What is happening to Palestine is an abomination. But what do you think is going to happen? What should happen? And what will happen? But I, like you, have been held hostage for 4 years ourselves. And this, my friend, is also going to be, and I've heard this today, the end of the Democratic Party. Did you hear what I said? The end of the Democratic Party. Let me say that one more time. The end of the Democratic Party. You hear what I said? They have done it for so long, thinking they would always be protected, that they would always be maintained, that they would always be watched, that they would always be looked after. They just thought that's the way it is. I don't have to worry about anything. I'll always be in charge. I'll always be stewarding the helm. Wrong. Unbelievably wrong. So, my friends, I thank you so much. To our good friends, Crypto Domini, Warren Ocasio, and the lovely and talented and enigmatic Mr. James Britton, thank you so much. And thank you for your time and your effort. Don't forget, February the 22nd, tickets are available now. Come on and say hello. I'll be at the Cutting Room. The Cutting Room, the Mrs. L, for a night of frivolity, mayhem, mirth, mayhem, musical mysticism. I can't be any more alliterative than that. Tickets are available. I want to see you there. Don't forget to follow Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors. Don't forget to follow me at Lionel Illegal. And also, don't forget, my dear friends, don't forget always to make sure you are maintained and you are subscribed to Lionel Nation. Until tomorrow, my friends, I wish you so much. Remember these final words, this final valedictory, this denouement of sorts. The monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Dad.